Hi guys, I've got a full body Pilates session for you today. So we're going to start on the mat, on your back, lie down. So feet hip distance apart, knees pointed up to the ceiling, arms down by your side, pelvis and spine in a neutral alignment. From here we pull back into a posterior tilt, trying to flatten out gently through the lower spine and articulate up through your back, all the way up to a point where you're really reaching out through the knees, energy out over the thighs. Inhale. And as you exhale, drop through your shoulder blades and just start gently articulating down through your spine, bone by bone, painting your spine all the way down through your lower back into neutral. And again, exhale, lower spine, sinking down, peeling up. Exhaling to roll, press your hips high at the top, breathe in. And as you exhale, roll down. Just taking your time, giving your body space, just a little warm up, trying to articulate through the back, get your spine moving. Exhale again, drawing back through the lower abdominals, sink them down towards your spine. Keep them sinking as you roll up. That navel to spine connection. Press your hips up high, breathe in. And as you exhale, roll down again, lengthening your spine back down onto the mat, all the way back to neutral. One last time. Exhale, lower spine sinking down. Use that out breath to scoop out your stomach, peel your way up, all the way up to the top. From here, both heels lift, both heels lower. So hips stay pressing up as your heels lift up. Hips stay high as you press your heels back down. So it's just a little calf rise at the top. But we're trying to maintain the stability through the pelvis, through the lower spine. Abdominals draw in towards your back. Lift and lower. We'll do 4 more. Lift and lower. Keep pressing up through the pelvis. Find your glutes, find your hamstrings. Down, 2 more. And down. Keep pressing the hips up high. Last time. And down, lift your hips a little higher. And as you exhale again, roll down. Open through the front of your body, all the way back down, arriving in neutral. So from here, interlacing your fingers behind your head, make a hammock for your head, elbows slightly forward. Exhale to roll up to the tips of your shoulder blades. So the aim with the chest lift is to keep your tailbone anchored down to the mat and bring your upper body up so your rib cage will glide towards your pelvis, but we're trying not to tuck through the tailbone. So leave your hips where they are, use the exhale to lift and in-breath to lower. Without pulling on the neck, exhale, lift up, folding forward, inhale, lower down. Hear that exhale as you lift up. Breathe out through the mouth, in through the nose to lower. Exhale, lifting and lowering down. Just keeping this movement flowing, breathing out, soften your shoulders down away from your ears and lower. 4 more, exhale up, lower down. The last 3. Imagine pulling your armpits towards your hips at the top, bringing your shoulders away from your ears and lower. 2 more, folding forward, lower. The last time, exhale up, eyes towards your abs, soft neck, shoulders, relaxed, lower back down. The right leg floats to tabletop. So I want you to stack your knee over your hip. Your shin should be horizontal to the floor. And you're going to exhale to lift and rotate. So we're staying on the same axis, but lifting and twisting and lowering back down. 5 repetitions, lifting to twist, Elbows stay wide, lowering back down. Exhale. And lower. 2 more. Exhale. And lower. Moving the upper body. Exhale. And lower. Last time, exhale. And lower. Lower your leg. The left leg lifts up. 5, lifting and rotating. Exhale. And lower. Breath out to lift. And lower. Keep that leg still. Try to really keep the left leg as still as you can. 2 more. Breathing out. Lower down. Last one. Breathing out. Lower down. Your left leg lowers. Right leg picks up again. We're going for 4 now. So rotate and lower. Really try to feel that movement originate from the obliques. Move through the rib cage. Last one. 4 and lower. Replace your leg. Left leg lifts again. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering down. Leg goes down, right leg picks up. We're up to 3, lifting. We're going down. 2, breath out, navel to spine. 3, and lower. Leg goes down, left leg picks up. Stack your knee over your hip, lift, and down. 2, 3, and down. Lower the leg, nearly there, up to 2. Keep those elbows wide, lift to twist, and lower. Try to really get off the mat, so you don't want to get stuck down there. Lower the leg, and lift. 2, 2, and down. And lower, we're there, up to 1, lift that leg, exhale up, hold this one. So now I want you to hold just over the knee and use that hand to bring your body a little closer to your leg. So you're not rotating anymore, you're just coming up so you're closer to your thigh. Keep your thigh over your hip, replace your hand, and we're going to switch in the air to do the one to the other side. Staying up. Hold onto your, just a little bit underneath the knee, and lift your body up a little closer. Replace your hand behind your head, and we're going to switch to tap the toe. 2, 3, 4, breath out. 5, 6, 7, elbows wide. 8, 9, 10. And relax. Just hug your legs in towards your chest. Give your back a little bit of a massage on the mat. Okay, so stacking the legs now both to tabletop. Both arms reach out to the letter T, palms up to the ceiling. Glue your legs together. Pull your spine just gently down in towards the floor. Take a breath in to rotate to the right, in through the nose. And when you reach that tipping point where the opposite shoulder is just about to lift off, that's when you exhale to bring the weight of your legs back to the center. So a breath in now to go into the movement, rotate, anchor down through your upper body. And as you exhale, wring the air out of your lungs, sink your stomach down intentionally, bring everything back to the middle, going from side to side. Alternating, inhale, glue your legs together. Use your inner thighs. Exhale, bring it back to the center. So this is work. It's not a relaxing movement. You have to work to stabilize your upper body. Feel that rotation through your waist. Use the exhale, hear the exhale. Bring everything back to the center. One more time to each side. Twisting, rotating. Stay long through both sides of your body. Exhale. Narrow your waist, come back to the center. Last time, open your chest, twist, press your upper body down into the ground, feel that rotation. Exhale, back to the center. Hands back behind your head, lift your head and chest, cross your ankles, and we're doing 10 little curls through the tailbone. So a little curl, replace the tailbone down. The movement is the lower abdominals to achieve that scoop and that lift. It's not a movement through the legs. A little curl of the tailbone and down. Call this number 4 and down. 5. Stay high with the head and chest. 6. Breath out. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. Last time. 10. Cross the other ankle. Lower down for a moment. Lift up. Curl up to the tips of your shoulder blades for 10. Little curl. 2. Shoulders press down. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Exhale, 8. Last ones. 2. 3. Try to stay high. 4. And have a little rest. Bring your legs in towards your chest. Take a breath before we move on. 2 legs extend out. So reach your legs long along the mat. Reach both arms up to the ceiling. Plug your shoulders down in towards the mat. You're going to take an exhale to curl forward, to reach and look towards your toes. And if you can, really slowly rolling up. So reach, reach, reach. Try to reach and stretch your legs as straight as you can. Curl up, curl up, curl up. Flex your feet. Pull back through your abdominals and reach over your toes, but at the same time pulling back through the lower belly, like you're being pulled in 2 directions. And finally, sitting up tall. So from here, just scoot back on your mat a little bit. Fingers are going to point towards your body. Your knees are pointed up to the ceiling. Feet hip distance in parallel. A little tuck through the tailbone to lift your hips up. And we're just going to do 10 little tricep dips here. So not quite to touch the mat with your bottom, and re-extending. Sending your elbows straight back behind you and squeezing them to straight. Really try to press and open through the chest. 3. Exhale, 4. Open the chest. 5. 6, keep a little curl through the tailbone. 7 and 8, 2 more, 9 and 10. Replace your hips down and spin your fingers the other way so they're pointed away from you. From here, open your chest again and just gently press the hips up. So ideally your knees should be in line with your ankles, lower stomach drawing in, shoulders roll open, and you squeeze to connect up through the glutes and the hamstrings, very gently lowering down, but again, not to rest. Exhale, open your chest, press the hips up, feel that stretch through the shoulders, control back down. 3 more times, open your chest, use the breath out, plant your feet firmly down into the ground. Make sure that you're not rolling out, you're not rolling in. 2 more, squeezing it up, and lower down. Last one, open your shoulders, and control back down. Sitting up on your bottom, stretch and flex your feet. Your hands should now be on the insides of your legs. Sit up tall to begin with, like you've got a rod running right through your whole body. And we're going to exhale to reach forward, dive forward, drop down through the crown of your head and reach as far as you can, like you're trying to reach past your feet. And curl back up with control, build your spine up to a seated position. And again, exhale, reaching forward, stretch through the fingertips, shoulders drop away from your ears, reach, 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 stretch your spine, stretch your hamstrings, and control that curl back up. Sit up tall, 2 more. Trying to keep your feet flexed, head drops down, eyeline is down, shoulders are pressing down. Stretch, how far can you go? Curling up. And stack your spine. One last time. Drop down through the crown of your head. Use the breath out. Reach, 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 and curl your spine. Shoulders stay soft, coming back up. So back to parallel alignment with the feet. Fingertips are still turned in towards your bottom. We're going back into the tricep dips. So a little curl through the tailbone to lift the hips up, open your chest, 10 little dips, down and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, if you can keep your fingers pointed forward, do so. This is a little bit more challenging, or if you need to spin them back to take a little load out of the wrists, that's fine. So now we're going to lift back up into that same table position. Exhale to lift up to find your table. Again, the knees are stacked over the ankles, but instead of lowering down and stopping here, if it's accessible to you, you're going to flex your feet and try to pull your hips through your arms. Pressing forward, skimming the ground, find the table. Of course, you can always just lower the hips and lift the hips. But if you can, flex your feet, press down firmly, shorten your body like it's compression through the spine, compression through the abs, and shoot forward, energy out over the knees. Use the exhale again to press down into the ground, lift your belly, and swing back through. 2 more. Press down firmly. Try to bring the hips up and through. Shooting forward, knees still aligned with the ankles. Last time. Press down, you have to use your arms. And shoot forward. Find that table position, open your shoulders, and lower down with control. Flexing your feet once more, taking your legs just mat width apart, arms reach out to the side, palms press down towards the floor. I want you to inhale to rotate to the side and exhale to dive forward like you're cutting off the side of your foot. It's a flexion as well as rotation. Returning, but staying in that rotation, and then moving back to the center. So we breathe in to twist, exhale to dive. Reaching through both fingertips. Inhale, staying in the twist. Exhale, back through center. Inhale, rotate, grow taller. And exhale, dive forward. Relaxing any strain through the neck. Inhale, sit up tall. And move back to the center. One last time, breathing in. Exhale to dive. Looking towards that backhand. Inhale, sit tall, shoulders drop down. And back to the center. Arms come in, give your legs a little bit of a shake, give your upper body a little bit of a rest, and we're just going to take it back onto the elbows, still trying to push through the shoulders, abs pulling in towards your spine, bringing it up onto the tips of the toes. And I want you to take both knees in towards your chest to begin with, and try shooting one leg up to the ceiling, one leg out in front of you along the mat. Back into that tucked position, so you're pulling your knees in tight towards your chest without slumping down, and we can alternate legs. So the other leg shoots up to the ceiling, try to feel that stretch through the hamstrings and bring it in. So we're controlling and stabilizing through the body and just moving the legs independently. Of course, it doesn't matter if you don't quite stretch this top leg, it can stay completely bent, that's completely fine. And bring it back into a tight ball. One more time, shooting out, press and open through your chest. From here, we're going to stay and turn it into a bicycle action. The other knee pulls in and extends out, like you're pedaling, moving through mud, and extend. Reaching your leg long and extend. Reach your leg long, stretch the top leg as straight as you can, in and up. Really trying to hold that control through your abdominals to support your spine as you move your legs. And up. One last time, reach and up. Now we try to reverse the movement, a back pedal, in and reach. It's a little bit tricky, in and reach. Press through your shoulders and reach, in and reach. Reach the other leg up to the ceiling. See if you can take both legs up as high as you can without slumping through. Now bend your knees, bring them in towards your chest, and if you can, press through your palms to bring it up into a balanced point position. So your shins should be horizontal with the mat. Try taking both arms out for a balance. Lift out of your waist and press your shoulders down away from your ears, and breathe. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, and as you breathe out, sink your belly in towards your spine, but at the same time lift up and out. One more deep breath. Knees can be slightly apart, and cross your ankles, moving over onto all fours. So we're going to do some push-ups and some terrible, painful glute work. So setting up with hands underneath your shoulders. You can of course follow breaker if you want to take it up a notch or three up the top. So hands under the shoulders, knees are back behind you, and we're going to go into a moving push-up from side to side. So if you're going to the right, you move the right arm first. So we move the right hand to the side, right, left, one push-up. We're going back to the middle. We go left, right, another push-up. Elbows in close to the body. Going off to the left, left, right, push-up. And moving back to the mat, right, left, push-up. One more time to each side. Right, left, press up. Move the left and the right, and a push-up. So you always move the hand the direction you're going, so there's no crossing over of arms. Press up and right, left for the final time, press up. Taking it back, so your hands are under your shoulders now, and your knees are directly underneath your hips. The right elbow comes down onto the mat, and keep the left hand just firmly planted down on the mat. So you're in a bit of an asymmetrical position through the hips. From here, lift the left leg up like a dog in the park, stretch it out long, tap the floor, lift it up, re-bend it, bring it back under you. So it's a lift, exhale, reach, tap up, bend in. Squeeze it up, reach it long, tap up, bend in. Open through that hip, reach, extend, try to really stretch that leg completely, re-bend and back. All the while keeping your spine stabilized. Your hips, of course, are not level here, but we're trying to keep them as still as we can. Lift, extend, tap up, bend in. 2 more. Squeeze it up, extend, tap up, bend in. Really try to work through the glutes, open through the hip, tap up, bend in, coming up. So now 2 hands are underneath your shoulders. We're going to do the same movement to the back. So that same leg is now going to lift up, keeping it in parallel. Your body stays completely still. Extend out from the knee down. A little tap to go down and up. Re-bend, back in. So straight to the back, maintaining parallel. Reach, straighten that knee, tap up, bend in. And as well as working through the glutes, we're always stabilizing through the trunk. Tap up, bend in. So you really have to fight to stop this kind of sway through the back. It's a battle because lifting the leg up behind you encourages you to arch through your back. Tap up, bend in. Let's do 3 more. Straight up, shoulders press away from your ears, bend in. 2 more. Work through the glutes, work through the hamstrings, tap up, bend in. Last time, nearly there. Tap up, bend in, rolling up onto the knees. So I've used my left leg. Now I'm going to take my right leg forward, tuck the left toes under, and just see if you can bring it up into a bit of a hover. Your spine is straight, shoulders are stacked over the hips, abdominals drawing in, and just very slowly rotate towards me. So we're in a bit of a sumo squat position. From here, we're going to do 20 little pulses through the middle. Down, 2, keep your shoulders down and back, 3, 4, and 5. Work that bottom range, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, knees over the ankles, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 2 more, 20, stay low, rotate to the other side. Find that low lunge, straighten your body, think of drawing the rib cage down, drawing the lower belly in towards your back, and really slowly with control, lower your knee, untuck your toes, bring it back, and we're going straight into the push-ups on the other side. So hands under the shoulders, but just take your knees back a little so your spine is in a lengthened position. And we're going off to the left first. So I'm going to use my left hand to walk just to the outside of the mat and do a push-up, keeping shoulders down and back. Right hand moves first and back to the center and a push-up and back. Going in from side to side. Remember, your hands do not cross over. We're walking and leading with the hand the way we're moving. And press. Left and right. Elbows stay close to your body. And back. Back to the center. One last time. To the side. And up. Try to get a good full range of movement with the push-up. And press. Okay, into the glutes. So now, knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. really try to open your chest and make sure you've established a strong position before you take that elbow down, so you're not sinking down through the shoulders. So now we're lifting up to the dog in the park, to the other side, extending from the knee down, a little tap, down and up, bend your knee, bring it back, squeeze it up, stretch out, little tap, down, up, bend in, and fight to bring your attention into your core the whole time. So you're working the glutes, but you have to be working through the abs, no matter what you're doing. Lift, extend, down, up, bend in. Lift, extend, down, up, bend in. Let's do 3 more. Squeeze it up, reach long, keep that leg straight, bend in. 2 more. Bent leg, stretch long, keep it straight, bend in. Last time, stretch, tap, bend in, pressing up. So now 2 hands are underneath your shoulders. We're working through the same leg as before, but taking it to the back. So establish a strong position through your torso, abs lift up towards your spine, lift that same leg up, extend, a little tap with a straight leg, keep that leg straight, bend it to a right angle, bring it back under. So we squeeze it up, reach long, a little tap, down, up, bend in. Squeeze it up, stretch, lengthen, down, up, reach that leg long, bend in. Remember, as you lift your leg, lift your abs even more. Down, up, bend in. Let's do 3 more. Up, stretch, tap up, bend in. Keep breathing. Up, stretch, tap up, bend in. Last time. Up, stretch, tap up, bend, and bring it down, rolling up. So I've just used my right leg, roll up onto the knees and take the left leg forward. So your knee is in line with your ankle, your body is straight. Tuck the back toes under, and without moving anything through your trunk, just try lifting by putting pressure down through that front foot. Lift up. Find your position and breathe. And now control it around to face me. Make sure the knees are out over the ankles. Your spine is straight. Everything is stacked like blocks. And we're going down for 20 little pulses just at the bottom of that sumo squat. 3, 4, 5, try to stay low, 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10, 11, keep breathing, 12, 13, 14, the last 5, fan the knees out, 2, 3, 4, and 5, stay low if you can. Press the knees out, really try to work on your form when you get tired. We're going to rotate back to the first side and find that low lunge again. Gently drop the knee, hands find the floor, and now we're taking it back. We're nearly there to a plank. So, shooting both legs back behind you. Establish a strong, confident plank position. Press your shoulders open, a little micro wrap of the elbows around. And here we're going to stay for a minute. So just take your time and breathe. My tips to alleviate wrist pain is to really press down through the full palm of your hand into your fingers. So I, in my head, am always doing this with my hands when I'm in a plank. So you're not succumbing to that pressure
through the wrist. So really push hard. Try to take the weight out of your hands. If it's too much, of course, I, in my head, am always doing this with my hands when I'm in a plank. So you're not succumbing to that pressure through the wrist. So really push hard. Try to take the weight out of your hands. If it's too much, of course, bring it down and back and a lunge. Press the hips forward and back. Good. Hands find the floor and we're going back into the plank. So hands under the shoulders. Remember, fingers point forward. Take your legs back behind you and we're just going to stay for a minute. So remember, take the tension out of your wrists by distributing the weight evenly through your hands. Another option is even to bring it up onto the fists here. Yeah, and we're just holding. Don't forget to breathe. Lengthen through the crown of your head. A little wrap through the elbows. Shoulders are working. Keep your legs straight. This is a nice opportunity to really work on your form while you're here. Lengthen your spine. Just be aware if you're starting to drop through as you become fatigued. Remember, don't squeeze your butt and puff out through your back. Try to keep it lengthened. Use your abdominals to support your spine. Keep breathing. And with control, lower your knees down, roll back up. So last time we used the right leg, now we're moving to the left. So we take the foot forward, just make sure that it is really in line with your left hip. Left foot, left leg in line with the left hip, not crossed over. And your foot is just forward of your knee. So hands behind your head, you're going to twist towards the left, bring it back to the center, a little side bend again to the left, bring it back to the center, and a lunge forward. Press your pelvis forward and then push through that front foot to bring it back to a stacked position. So a little twist, exhale, back to the center, a side bend, going over, back to the center, and a little lunge. Remember, try as best you can not to arch through your back. Twist, grow taller. Side bend, still growing taller, and a little press through the hips. Open through the back leg, the front through the hip flexors there. 3 more. Rotate and back. Try to push the range. Maybe you can go a little further if you're more confident with this movement. And forward and back. 2 more times. Twist. Reach out through the crown of your head. Side bend. Back. And push. Bring it back. Twist. And back. A side bend for the last time. And back. And a deep lunge. Really take your time to enjoy that beautiful stretch through the back leg. Sink your hips down. Keep your spine up. And with control, press back through that front foot and bring your hands down to the ground. So now we're going to just move down onto the front for a little bit of back work. Hands underneath your forehead. Your hips are heavy, and I really want you to engage the backs of your legs and your glutes. So the lift that we're going to do is really just the upper back. So I want you to breathe in to initiate the movement now. Lift the upper back up. The eye line stays down to the mat. Press your legs down into the mat. Hips stay heavy, abdominals lift up towards your spine, and then you're just going to lower back down. So it is definitely not a big lift. It's a little lift just to hover the upper body up and away from the mat, and then folding back down. We're going to do 4 more. Breath in, lengthen out through the crown of your head. Try to reach your spine as long as you can. Try to find space. And down. 3 more. Inhale. And control down. 2 more. Open through your shoulders. And down. Last time. Lifting. Remember, keep the hips down. Keep the length through your hip flexors. And return to the mat. So now, elbows just move underneath you for a bit of a back stretch, like a bit of a Sphinx position. Fingers pointed forward, shoulders pressed down, and feel like you're pressing down firmly into the mat and pulling your forearms behind you to feel that stretch through the front line of your body. Again, hips should stay down on the mat so you're not lifted like this. Trying to open your chest and breathe. Take 1 more deep breath and lower yourself back down onto the mat. Push your hips back, reach your fingers forward, and just take your legs, as we do, out to the side for a really nice stretch to end through your legs. Head can relax completely down onto the mat, and we're just going to take 2 hands to the outside of the mat and stretch. Walking back and stretch. Pull your hips back towards your heels. Off to the other side. Reach through the fingertips. Stretching down, and then back to the center. Reach your hips back, reach through your fingertips. And start walking yourself back up. Bring your knees together, stack your spine, roll your shoulders back, and you're done. Thanks everyone, I'll see you next time.